A very good morning to dear students. Welcome to the next lecture of Computer Science and IP. This is our third lecture and the topic of this lecture is print function. I hope you all are good. Now let's discuss our function. Discuss about print function. Please be focused. The task of print function is to display the content on the screen. Here is the syntax of print function. Print in a bracket argument. So you can pass any argument like a string argument or numeric argument. So here two examples are also given. The first example, print hello welcome to Python programming. It is in single quote that represent a string argument. And the next example, print 1000. So both the first example holding the string value and the second as argument, and the second example holding the numeric value as an example. After this after execution of the of this both the code, so it will, the first code will display hello welcome to the Python and the second code will display 1000. How we can display the quotation string, means suppose you need to display a string with quotation marks. So how you can display with print function? For that we need to use backslash. So here is the example, print the first string, the attachment, and comma slash double quote remaining slash double quote. So the second string will display with quotation marks, double quotation mark, means the output will come, the attachment remaining will in double quotation mark. So the string will display the attachment remaining. So that the attachment will display simple, but the remaining will display in double quotation. So how you can display the string in double quotation? You can use backslash. The next topic is print with end argument. We know the behavior of print function. The print function by default display the content and change the line. If you want that print function hold the line, so we can use end argument with print function. So here is the three statements. The first statement, print hello comma end is equal to nothing. In double quotation means you can use any character in single quote. Which character you choose, the print function will display the content, then that character will display without changing the line, because here is the end with a particular given character. So in this line there is nothing in single quote, so it will display the line only. It will display the hello and not changing the line. The next print function will display the world with no change line, because end is nothing. And the next print function is goodbye, and there is no end argument here, so it will change the line. So the output will come after execution the program, hello world goodbye, and change the line. In this lecture, here is overview of programming language. We need to know the language overview. It is not related to a syllabus, but you should know. You know there are three type of languages. The first language is machine language, binary form, that is 0 and 1. The second is assembly language, machine operation. Machine operations are represented by mnemonics code like add and move. The third language is high level language, like Python is our high level language. So much easier to retain, and low level language because program instructions similar like English language. How high level language work means we need to know the flow of execution. So first we need to write the code, that is our source code. So write the source code, it will go it goes to the preprocessor. After that goes to the compiler, then linker, then loader. After that come to the CPU. Here is the here the code will execute. So it's a execution flow, execution of the any high level language actually. So it's a Python flow of execution. First step source code, next is a preprocessor, third step compiler, fourth step linker or link editor, next step loader, and last step is executable file or execution. Compiler, as you know, compiler is a software translate high level language code into machine language code, that is 0 and 1. The compiled program is called object. It is very important question. What is the name of what is compiled program? So the compiled program is object code. It is An executable code does not need the compiler during execution. Interpreter. Compiler converts all source code into machine code, where the interpreter reads the source code line by line and converts it into object code. All of you knowing the difference between compiler and interpreter, it's a basic difference between compiler and interpreter. Compiler converts whole code at a time, but interpreter converts a line by line. Linker. Linking the different program modules and libraries to form a single executable program. Loader. The work of loader is assign memory space in RAM for the program being executed. Internal working of Python code. When you give instruction when you provide the source code to the compiler, the compiler will check the syntax first and then translate the source code into the bytecode. And this this bytecode is a input for the Python, and it will go and it goes to the PVM, that is Python virtual machine. This PVM make code compatible for the operating system. That's why we can say Python is a platform independent language. Some steps are here. Python interpreter reads Python code and verify it for syntax error. If it found any error, immediately halts the translation and shows an error message. Step 2, if there is no error, interpreter translate a code into bytecode. Step 3, bytecode is sent to the PVM, that is Python virtual machine. Here again the bytecode is executed on PVM. If error found, then the PVM halts and show the error message. How to use comment in Python means, suppose if you want to ignore any line in Python, so how you can. So Python single line comment preceded by a hash symbol. There are consecutive single quotation mark are used to give multiple comments or paragraph comment. So here is the example, through that we can specify where is the single line comment, where is the multiple line or paragraph line comment. has has now learned how to comment in Python. Print I am learning Python, comma, single quote, double quote. Python tool is easy to learn. Single quote close, double quote close. Print by. So here is two statement that ignore the line. The first statement now learn how comment in Python is also ignored by the compiler interpreter, and here is Python tool is easy to learn is also ignored by the interpreter. So it will display two line only. The first line, after execution of the program will display two line. The first line, I am learning Python, and the second line, by. Here is the by. Now today's lecture is end here. We will discuss the next chapter in the next lecture. So please take care of your study. Be focused on your study, and please don't go anywhere. Stay at your home and please focus on the study. Thank you.